Welcome to day 9 of our Write and Publish Your Bestseller on Amazon challenge. I am so excited that we're on our 9th day and that we're making progress. So I'll quickly use this opportunity to just invite some people and let them know that we are online. Let them know that day 9 has started and that we're going to learn how to create our reader's magnet. Today I'm going to be talking about what is a reader's magnet and why you should create one. Okay, I sincerely believe you'll find this very useful if you want to build your author platform. You'll find it very useful if you want to consistently make money from your books. So if you know you're an author and you love to make money from your books, this is a method that other international best-selling authors have actually used to make money. Okay, you can ask to make money by growing their email list. That's the whole essence of having a reader's magnet, having a list of readers that are interested in what you write, so that whenever you have a new book, you have a new course, you have people you can always contact and say, hey, I've got this new book for you. I think you're going to find it interesting, and here is it. And because the book is adding value, because you created the book to add value to them, they will be excited and they will thank you for actually creating the book. Okay, so that's what this is all about, creating solutions. Fantastic. So if you're online, you could just say hello. You can say a quick hello so I'll know you're online with me. I would love to know if you're online with me. That would be fantastic. Okay, so I would love to. Hi James, hi Lady. I'd love to do like a quick recap of what we've done so far. Today is day 9. We've been having a wonderful time, learning so much in the last few days. We discussed about understanding the purpose for writing your book, identifying your why. We spoke about myths as regarding writing a book. You know, people think, oh, why should I write a book? Somebody else has written the book. I try to discard those myths so that you could go ahead to add your own value. You could go ahead to add your impact to this world by the book you're going to write. Okay? And we talked on so many things. So I'll really love you to go through all the existing audio recordings that we have in the group, and I'm sure you would get a lot of value from it. Actually, at the end of the challenge, there will be a live. Anyone that desires to have access to those resources can always purchase a lifetime access for it, access pass, but for now it's free because I want as many people as possible to partake in this challenge and to make the most of this period. You're going to write your book and you're going to complete it within this 30-day period. Okay, so say yes, I will. So if you believe you're going to write your book, I would love you to just write yes I will, because I know you will. So like I mentioned, day 1 we spoke about why. Day 2 we found out how to get our book idea and also to do market research to determine that it's indeed a viable option. You're not going to write a book that only you and your best friend is going to read, or only you and your family members. We spoke about having a core message, identifying the transformation you want people to get from your book, knowing what's the goal that you want people to be able to achieve after reading your book. We spoke about having a target audience, knowing where they can be found online and offline, using your social media bio and profile pages to be able to communicate what you stand for, and it's usually going to be in line with what you have to offer via your book, because some people definitely check you out. Some people might not have known you before, but from your profile page they should see that you're an expert, or at least you've been talking consistently about the book you want to write, about the book you're offering. And we spoke about asking questions in relevant Facebook groups, adding value, and now letting them know if they're interested, they could contact you. But mind you, ensure that the Facebook book group you're posting it to are groups that allow such things, and ensure that you're adding value first. You're giving them what they want, and maybe you now say, oh, you have a 5-day challenge or a content planner, creation planner. If they would like to have it, they should just let you know, maybe say yes, or contact me, or interested, or just contact me, or check it in my profile page or something. Then we spoke about mind mapping. That was day 4. Okay, I think day 3 too, we also spoke about launching. We spoke about you having people pre-order your book. If you have done your market research, you have also tested by asking questions in Facebook groups, giving them value, then trying to find out, not only Facebook groups, online communities, wherever it is that your target audience are, whether offline or online, and you have tried to find out if they will find the content of your book interesting. By the time you add value, you can now tell them afterwards that, okay, I have this information in greater depth. If you would like to have it, it just costs this token, and I'm going to be giving all these bonuses, relevant bonuses, if you would buy it now. So that way you get to have people pay you before you actually create that book. But then you must have added value. They must have seen that they will gain value from whatever it is that you're writing, and that would even motivate you to write your book and complete it. We spoke about on day 4 mind mapping, how to avoid having writer's block, how to do like a brain dump on that your book topic. I also suggested that you are not supposed to start worrying yourself about the book title now, so that you don't box yourself in. From the mind mapping exercise, we looked at how to determine our chapters, our outline, how to write our book. Then we spoke about having a launch team, contacting your family, friends, loved ones, people that would love to support you on how to, that you're going to be writing your book, and you would love them to help you promote it. So as you're doing your pre-launch teasers, giving out free information, using hashtags on what you want to write about, and you're talking about it on social media, those on your launch team can help promote it, or they even give you an idea of relevant things that they like from your book. Usually people in your launch team, you give them an advanced copy of your book so that they can give you feedback, maybe things that they like, and those things are things that you could also promote on social media, because it will probably connect. So we've spoken a lot so far. I would love you to just go look at the previous recordings and within this 30-day period, so that you would be able to apply them. We talked about templates, how to write engaging and interesting non-fiction books. I think there was a video by Stephen Alcorn also on how to write novels. That was like for day 6. We spoke about how to complete your book this week. It's my desire that each and every one of us participating in this challenge, that we're going to complete our book this week. Fantastic, right? Now, day 8, yesterday, I also spoke about how to edit your book. For how to complete your book, part of it was that do not edit your book until you're done writing. Some people think, oh, as I'm writing chapter 1, let me start editing it. As you're typing, oh, typographical errors. No, don't edit until you're done. Otherwise, you probably not complete your book fast. So that was part of the tips that I provided. And in terms of editing your book, we spoke about using software. We spoke about outsourcing. We spoke about if you are using it editing by yourself, you could read out loud. Once you read out loud, it enables you to identify phrases or sentences that you did not write properly, so you can rephrase them. If you are reading it internally, because you know what you wanted to express, you, even though there might be errors, you might not necessarily identify them, you would probably not see it. We also spoke about giving loved ones, close ones, people that can edit properly your book to at least look at it, review it for you, edit it before you give it to a professional editor, someone that would edit your book professionally and all that. That might help reduce cost and the work that it will take. So today we want to talk about readers' magnets. If you want to have a bestseller, part of what is very helpful is for you to have your author's platform. Like someone like Emeka Nobis is quite an expert in that field. It talks about building a platform often. Now, having your platform enables you to have a ready set of people that are interested in what you have to offer. Ready set of people that once you launch your book, you can tell them and they'll be excited about it, and they'll go and download the book, or they'll go download the book, or they'll recommend the book, or they'll buy your book. Okay, you should have people that you are connecting with, people that you are relating with, people that you have a relationship with, that you are letting them know about activities going on in your life, so that they want to be a part of your success story, basically. Okay, so I'll just quickly define what a reader's magnet is and the different ways by which you can achieve that. Now, a reader's magnet for me is anything you offer to attract your readers so that they can give you their personal information, like their email address or maybe their telephone number. But let's even just start with email. So anything that you offer that would make it attractive and irresistible to readers to come on board and give you their email address, then you can look at that as a reader's magnet. So what are the features or the characteristics of a reader's magnet? It should be something relevant to, okay, some people call reader's magnet, it's like a lead magnet. Even normally in your business, you might have heard of lead magnets before, in which you have a freebie that you want to give out, and in exchange for that freebie, people would give you their email address. So usually it should be something that is relevant to your target audience. In terms of if you have a book and you want the reader's magnet to be separate from your book, it should be something complementary to the main book. It should be something desirable. It should be something interesting, and something that your target audience will find interesting. Okay, so according to Nick Stephenson, is a best-selling author, and he also teaches about readers' magnets. He defines it as something that will bring readers to you. Okay, so your readers' magnet is something that is supposed to bring readers to you. And once you have readers come in, you are going to be able to get their email address. You'll be able to follow up with them. You build value and you build your brand. Once you have them, most people talk about the money is in the list. From experiments that have been carried out by several people, they have discovered that one of the best ways by which you can sell your products and services is for you to grow your email list. So even if you have 100,000, they've discovered that if you have 100,000 people on social media and you have 100,000 people on your email list, you will convert better even if you have maybe like 50%, maybe like 50,000, most likely you convert better using your email list than social media. Why? Because when you're posting something on social media, not everyone might be online at that point in time. There's so many crowded messages, there's so many information in their Facebook, in their feed, whether Facebook, Twitter, different things popping up. So it might be a bit difficult for them to be able to weed out the information. By the time they come online, they might not even see that information anymore. And another thing is, you are not in control of those social media platforms. Any of the providers might say, oh, we're shutting down this platform, or they might say, oh, you have disregarded one of our laws and policies, whether you got to know about it or not, and they say, we are shutting down your service. We're shutting down your account. Okay, I hope that would not happen to you, but you get the point. If you're using a social media platform, it's very possible for your account to be suspended, or even if your account is not suspended, you might not necessarily have so much access to people's details. But whatever the case may be, building your email list, that means you get to have access to the customers directly. There's even something you need to know. When you publish your book on Amazon, you don't have access to the list of people who buy your books from Amazon, because they are Amazon's customers. So that's also one of the reasons why you would want to attract those people to come on your list, because there are people that have known you, some of them. There are people that have known you and they have read your book, and most likely will be excited about another thing that you have to offer when you have another book to offer or a product to offer. Okay, so I hope I've been able to explain what a reader's magnet is and why you should have one. Now, there are different ways by which we could create one. I'm going to describe this scenario as this that Nick Stephenson mentions. It talks about how to get your first 10,000 readers. There are different ways by which you can get a reader's magnet. I'm going to talk about different ways. I'm going to talk about his method, and I'll talk about another method. He tends to advocate having what we call like a permanently free book on Amazon, a perma-free book. I don't know, some people might have heard it's actually a trade secret, sort of. You might have even heard of trainings in which people tell you, oh, let me show you how you can make money by giving out a free book, and you're like, how do I make money by giving out a free book? But yes, you can, especially if you have identified the goal at the beginning when you were writing your book, what goal you want to achieve via that book. If your goal is to get increased leads, then when you give out your book, you're most likely going to get free downloads, as against when your book is a paid book. Okay, if it's that for brand awareness, also giving out a free book would help. If it's that you want passive income, you want to make a lot of money, then it's not going to really be advisable giving out your book as a free book. You just look at it, or you reduce the cost and all that. You look at the pros and cons. If it's that you want to introduce a new service, you want to grow other aspects, your goal will determine the strategy you would use when you want to publish your book. Okay, fantastic. So what some people do is that they create a book that is of interest to their target audience. Some people make this book permanently free on Amazon, and the method for making your book permanently free on Amazon is you create your book, you publish it, you put the cost, then you now publish that same book on Amazon competitor sites like maybe Kobo, Nobles and Barnes and all, and on competitor sites, and you put the price at 0, or even your website. Then you would now contact Amazon support and tell them that they should do like a price match, that the book is free on other sites. after like 48 hours or 72 hours thereabouts, the price will become zero on Amazon's site. Why? Because competitor sites have it as zero. But for you to do that, there is the process for getting it done. But that's just the general overview of how to have your book permanently free on Amazon. That's if you want to have a perma-free book. So it's going to be €0. Then there's what we call the front matter. The front matter is like the non-book section between your copyright section of your book and the table of contents. Most times you'll put a call to action there. That's what quite a lot of best-selling authors do. You put a call to action there, and that would be where you place your reader's magnet. Your reader's magnet can be any of the following. It can be maybe a cheat sheet. It can be maybe a video course. It can be a short story. It can be a bonus chapter. It can be a novella, a case study. But whatever it is, it should be something that is attractive, something that is relevant to your target audience, something that would make them want to drop their email addresses. So if you place it within that front matter, especially on Amazon, your book, you can place it at the back of your book, and in the back section of your book, and at the front matter of your book, the beginning sections of your book. If you place in the beginning section of your book, it's very great because if it's a permanently free book, like I said earlier, more people will download it on Amazon than if it's a paid book. But even if it's a paid book, on Amazon, we have what we call the look inside feature. People that are browsing Amazon, perhaps maybe they get notified of a book, maybe because they use some keywords, they're searching for books, or it's on the bestseller list or most popular list section or things like that. When they click on the look inside feature, those that are browsing, because Amazon will show the first 10% of your book, even those that don't get to buy your book can click on it if they think it's attractive enough. Remember, the idea is to make it desirable. Don't just say, oh, join my email list. No, you let them know that, maybe I would love to give you this free course for being a reader or something. Let them desire to drop their email. Show to them that it's something of value, it's something desirable, that you're just giving it to them for free. So that way they'll be excited to drop their email. Not that, oh, just drop your email for dropping sake, and I'll be sending you drop your email so that you'll be on my newsletter. Okay, yeah, if I'm on your newsletter, so what's so interesting about being on your newsletter? So you have to make it desirable, you have to make it irresistible. You have to make them see that it has value and that you're giving it to them for free. So because the link is available in a place where anybody can easily click it, in a place where when they're using the look inside feature, they can see it, even people that did not buy your book, or people that are just browsing Amazon, and Amazon is like the largest search engine for people. Oh, sorry for the disruption. So fantastic. So people that are on Amazon will now be able to sign up for your lead magnets and all that. Now, one thing I would love to suggest, so if you're making your book a permanently free book, usually we call that kind of book like a funnel book. A funnel is usually big on top and narrowed down. So it's just a way to attract several people, and gradually at different stages, you might end up having people buy. So even though you have attracted so many people onto your email list, maybe like 1,000, maybe about 3% to convert. When you develop that relationship with them and you now later have something you want to sell. Okay, so Maggie is asking me about what can he create for digital or social marketing. It depends on your book topic. Okay, for example, like on Smart B Camp, I saw this infographic that talks about posting times for social media. So that's something that is relevant, that if people know that, oh, I can actually know the relevant posting times that will help me with greater conversions, or I know the tools that I will use that will help automate my posting on social media so that I can have more time to be productive with what I do, I'm sure they'll probably want to sign up for it. So just look for, you could even ask your target audience if you already have certain people within you, maybe after you've added value, and you say, oh, would you be interested in so and so, in knowing so and so? And if they say yes, then that can be your reader's magnet. Okay, let me give an example. For example, if I were to write a book on how to create your WordPress site without knowing a line of code, I already have like a challenge, like a 12-day challenge that people can sign up, which I created previously, and I can now do like the email sequence for it. So if I write that kind of book, I can let them know that, oh, sign up for this free email course in which you know how to manage your WordPress site by yourself. You know, something relevant, something interesting, or how to secure your WordPress site, because your book will probably contain one core message, and depending on how you streamline your book, there might still be a whole lot of things that are not written in your book that are complementary, that they will find valuable. For some people, like I think Pat Flynn, it could even be maybe a video course that talks about that thing in depth, in an in-depth manner. So for each chapter, maybe you now have a video course on that chapter that even gives throws greater light to it. You can see someone telling you that it's a video course, you'll find it really interesting. Or maybe they'll say download like a Chandler Bolt tends to do that, in which it will say, oh, the audio version of my book, you can have it for free. I guess I might probably talk about it one of these days, talking about how to have convert your book to audio, or easily create an online course and an audio course and all that for your book. So you can say, oh, the audio book, and people would love it. They want, say, oh my goodness, it's free. they want to sign up for it. Why? Because with the audio book, they can listen to it on the go. Maybe they use their phone and all that. So even though they have read the book, they're getting the audiobook for free. If someone says, oh, I want to give you the audio version of my book for free, you most likely say thank you, especially if that audio version is available somewhere else and it costs a whole lot. So that's an example of how to create a reader's magnet. Now, part of what you would need your book that definitely you are creating. Like I said, that book, you can make it a permanently free book if you want to. That'll be your funnel book. But even if your book is not permanently free, if you put your reader's magnet within the first 10%, the front matter, like I discussed earlier, those that are browsing Amazon, even if it's a paid book, might still go for it. It's just that if your book is a permanently free book, some people use that as a strategy. If it's a permanently free book, then you'd have a greater number of people download your book as against when it's a paid for book. If someone tells you, oh, come and have this book for free, as against come and take this book for 1,000, you most likely take it for free, as against if it's for 1,000. If it's for 1,000, be like, okay, or 10,000, you'd be like, okay, I'm coming. Or $10, be like, okay, I'm coming. You probably want to plan your finances, or you'll say, I'll still get it. Yeah, I think it's interesting. But if it's free, you might say, okay, perhaps I should just download it now. When I have time, I'll read it or something. So you most likely have more people download your book when it's free as against when it's not free. So for people that are writing fiction books, some of them might be wondering, okay, what can be my reader's magnet? They have no idea. A reader's magnet might be like a short story, like a novella, or maybe something like a Mission Impossible kind of description. Some people tend to maybe like a fact file for the characters within the book, so you get to know more about the characters, or a fact file that they can just download and all that. So some people that are excited about your fiction book, you know, they would find that kind of thing interesting. So for those that write fiction books, it could be like that. Or maybe like a a background into each of the characters, and so many other things. Just try to be creative. So what you need your ebook, you need a free gift that will act as a bonus, you need a website, and you need an email service provider. They are not compulsory, but they are good to have. So we've already talked about the fact that you're writing and publishing your book, whether you choose to make it permanently free or not. Then the free gifts which you're going to be offering, which will act as your readers' magnet, that would make them find it interesting enough to drop their email, so that you can build that relationship with them and nurture that relationship later on. Then you should have a website, because your website is probably where you would put your landing page. And tips for a highly converting landing page is that preferably, it's not compulsory you should do it like this, but it will help make it highly converting. That particular page should maybe just not have too much story, maybe talk about the benefits or what you want to give to them. Then it's not have like a big button. Preferably you don't have links that will take them elsewhere. That landing page should just the main big button there should just be, okay, give me my book, or maybe yes, I would love it, yes, I'm in, something like that, if it's like a challenge or something. And your big button is the call to action. If you have so many other things, that does not mean you can't do it, but I'm talking about a highly converting landing page. If you have so many other links leading elsewhere or too many other call to actions, it will distract them from the main purpose for which you brought them to that page. And the main purpose is for them to sign up for that reader's magnet, to sign up for that thing that you're offering them. Okay, so ensure that you have that big button. And one that really converts also very well is when you have like a two-step opt-in, in which you have one big button, then they can now display a form that now collects their name and their email address. If you want to collect telephone number, no problem, but don't ask too many things, otherwise they'll be like, what, I beg, and they'll leave. So don't make it burdensome for them to sign up for your reader's magnet. Don't make them begin to look at it and say, I'm beginning to distrust this person. Why does it need so much information about me? Don't let them have to think too much. Remember, depending on how you can design your site, it could just be that you have the email address and the button to log in, or you do the two-step opt-in, in which they click on the button first before it now displays where they'll accept, where they would impute their email address. Okay, now that's what your website is going to be for the landing page. We'll be talking more about that tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be having a workshop on how to grow your email list. If you're excited, say yes. I'm excited, because I know there are quite a lot of people that are interested in knowing how to build their email list. So if you're one of them, you can just say yes, I'm excited. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing a video workshop on that. Remember, it's not really an audio one. It's going to be one of those workshops that will be up for only 24 hours, the replay. So please, I plead with you, if you'd love, it's supposed to be by 8 p.m. ensure you are around within that time frame. Watch it as many times as possible. Jot down, clear your schedule, ensure you're available. If you can't make it, the replay will be available for 24 hours. Watch it within that period. If you believe you found value and you would love to have a lifetime access, there is going to be a discount for as many people that would love to have the video training afterwards. Okay, so imagine you can use WordPress to create your landing page, and you also have different WordPress plugins. We have Insta Builder, we have which other ones? There's so many things. Even you can even just do your landing page with some of these email providers like MailChimp directly, but it's nicer when it's on your site, because we would love you to have a thank you page on your site also. That way you can even now choose to upsell something. Usually for people that tend to make more money, what they tend to do is when they give a freebie, then they can get to upsell maybe a product. Maybe they'll have something that does not cost so much, and they will now say, oh, there's one-time offer. This thing usually costs $300, but right now I'm giving you for $27. Or this thing would have cost $5,000, but I'm just giving you, or $10,000, I'm giving you a one-time offer, and right now it's going to be costing $1,000, $2,000. So you can have like a thank you page. Okay. So the email providers, we can have the likes of MailChimp, however, we have Infusionsoft, a lot of people that have that make 6-7 figures in dollars, and the rest tend to like that service because you could do so much. But if you're just starting out, the one I've gotten to fall in love with is MailerLite. Tomorrow I will try by this. I think anyway, we're going to be going deep tomorrow into how to create your email list. So there's going to be that workshop. You can use MailerLite because it also has automation services. With MailChimp too, they have now integrated automation in it, such that at least you can send like a welcome email. You can choose to have a sequence of emails that will go out so that anybody that signs up, but it's not compulsory you start going deep into all those techie things, especially if you're going to find it complicated. So it's such that maybe once they sign up, then a welcome email that takes them to where they can download the freebie. To make it easy for you, the freebie, you can use Dropbox. Maybe you would have uploaded it to Dropbox, and the link will be available in that email. The link can also be available in the thank you page after they sign up. So you can drop maybe in OneDrive, Google Drive, Amazon S3. It all depends on you. But as much as possible, try your best to let them have access to their product on time after they drop their email. But if you don't know how to do all these techie things, even if you still do it manually, it's very important. You don't have to have a website, landing page and all. It's just that if it's automated, it reduces the stress. It also helps to show that it's professionally done for you. So I think I'm going to do a recap. So we spoke about what a reader's magnet is. We said it's usually something desirable that you're offering to your target audience within your book. And we said that your book can either be maybe a book that you're giving out for free, or a book that is a paid book. But within the front matter of your book, you're telling them that I have something desirable, attractive, wonderful for you that you could sign up for. I just want to give it to you for free for saying thank you. And they'll be like, great. Okay, let me give you an example. For example, if you have a book on how to attract your ideal customers, usually they could be something like a workbook in which they would write, usually if you're trying to attract your ideal customers, part of what you need to do is like customer profiling, creating your customer avatar, in which you're asking, okay, what are like the job titles of your ideal customers? Maybe the people you're targeting are entrepreneurs, are CEOs and all that. You might want to write it down. What's their age group? Are they married? What's their health status? Because if you're a health coach and what you have treatment for treating people that are diabetic, then you probably don't want your target audience people are people that are probably not healthy. They should be people that have diabetics, or those that are related, even if they're healthy, those that are related to those that have diabetics. And I think that sometimes they say it might be hereditary. So those that are related to those that have diabetics might be wondering, am I diabetic? What can I do to ensure I'm not diabetic? Things like that. So those can be your target audience. So 1 minute. The instant builder, it's not free. It's a paid option. I think there's even several other ones that are paid. Okay, I think I'll just provide an offer for people in our group, so that in case people want to have this setup, maybe the website setup plus the landing page option and all that, we aim to get it at a discounted price. I'll create an offer towards the end, okay? Because if someone has some of those plugins or things to use to build it actually cost a lot, but for someone that already has maybe has paid the money for an unlimited license, the person might be able to just create it, and it's going to be relatively cheaper, because if the license for the plugin to create the landing page easily, and that does not include hosting or things, is $197, and you are able to get someone to design it for you for $197 or less, then that most likely it's a bargain for you, because you don't have to buy that plugin. But once you have the plugin installed, you'll be able to create as many landing pages as you desire, because they have different templates. All you just have to do is like drag and drop. You just change some things, you change the image, you change the content and all that. So yeah, I'll provide an offer at the end of this, since you seem to be interested, so that those that would love to create it and don't know how to create it by themselves, we can do that for you. So yeah, email service provider. I spoke about me loving MailerLite because it's easy, so you could sign up there. MailChimp, we'll talk more about this tomorrow. So if you have more questions, if you have any questions, you could post it. Someone like Magic Peter has been asking questions, which is great, because I've been able to answer them within this period. Okay, so so the offer I'm going to make, since I can see that some people are interested, and I think it will be a way to help people. Okay, if you have this offer, I think I'll just make it valid for 3 days, please. So if it's something that you're interested in, you could just contact me or sign up. If you would love to have your account set up, your website set up, plus your email service provider account set up for you, such that a welcome email would automatically be sent to people that sign up. There is that landing page. The landing page will be provided. You just provide the content. The landing page will be created for you, and anybody that signs up, it will automatically send them a welcome email, and it will give them their freebie. We can set that up for you for a token of just 30,000 naira. I don't usually do websites or things like this for 30,000 naira. That's what I'm saying. This offer is going to be only for 3 days. Please, after the third day, don't come and meet me. I don't do this kind of thing. I don't do this kind of this kind of pricing, please. But if you don't have maybe domain name or hosting, that's if you already have it set up. If you don't have a domain name or hosting account set up, then you could pay 40,000 naira, and with that you would get to have your domain name, a hosting account, you get to have the WordPress site set up for you, and the landing page. You provide your freebie, and we'll create the we'll put it for you, maybe Dropbox or Google Drive, such that anybody that signs up on your landing page. So the essence is, we're helping you design the landing page. You provide the information. They can sign up on that landing page, put in their email account, and email automatically is sent out to them, and they'll be able to download their freebie. So that's what the offer is for. So if you would love to have that set up for you, and you would love to have a domain name, hosting, the WordPress site set up, we're not designing the full WordPress site, no. It's the landing page that is required. We're also going to help you create the email account and do the automation for you for the welcome email. That will be just 40,000 naira. Between today is Tuesday, okay? So between now and, let me say, latest Friday, please. After Friday, please, please, I beg you, don't come and meet me. I don't design websites for this price. I most likely will be partnering with someone. Part of the reason why I'm even making this offer is because I'll be partnering with someone who is giving out huge discounts. So I think we'll be able to get that done for you. That would also help, because we spoke about setting up notification list, so that people that you have told, are you interested, okay, so maybe we'll just do 2 landing pages for you. And remember, this will also come with the thank you page. 2 landing pages, so that one will be for notification, people to sign up to be notified when your book is ready to be launched, okay? And one will be for your readers magnet, your freebie. So the 30K is if you already have your domain name and you have your hosting account, then we can create the landing page for you. We're going to be using our own software, like the Instant Builder software that I said costs like $197, or you can get it yourself. And if you feel you can build it yourself, that's great, that's fine. I'm just trying to make this offer so that we can help as many people as possible. So please, if you have gotten value from today's training, please just say gotten value. I would really love to know, and that would really encourage me to continue to keep up, because when you know people are learning and they're getting value, it really serves as a form of motivation to know that you're not wasting your time, and you're impacting lives. That's the whole essence, helping people to write and publish their bestseller on Amazon within 30 days, so that you can impact lives with your message. And in short, there is something I'd love to go deep into later, or maybe write a book later on, is how you can use your bestseller to transform your life, or to create maybe a 6-figure business, or to redefine your life, because you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve once you have your bestseller. If you want to go into a new line of career or things like that. I've always been in the online business space. I'm an online business coach and consultant, and an ICT business consultant. But right now, I'm actually teaching people about how to write their bestseller. Why? Because I created a bestseller. Even though the book I created was not on writing and publishing on Amazon, but I got several trainings from international best-selling authors. I got to have this knowledge, and I'm like, oh great, I would love to share it. And that's why I created my own platform, because some of the information I know, or some of the free trainings I know that I would love to share, I might not be able to do that on other people's platforms, because they'll be wondering, okay, this is not allowed here. But now I learned how to become an international best-selling author, a number 1 international best-selling author, and I've been able to dive into teaching people how to also achieve that feat. So that's something great about having your book. What's your goal? Even though that was not originally my goal when I was writing my book, but with your book, you can do so much. Once you write your book, you can change your career. If you want to change your career, you can use that. There is this respect people have when they're authors. You can use that to grow your influence. You can use that to get new speaking engagements and so many other things. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. I think I'll just post about the offer once more. The 30,000 naira is for those that don't have those that already have domain name and hosting, and I did mention that the offer is valid for 3 days only. In short, maybe it's going to end Friday noon or something like that. 3 days only, and you'll get your WordPress site set up, 2 landing pages, one for notification list, so that people can get notified when your book is launched. That's very important, being able to get people's emails and let them know that, oh, I'm about to launch my book, when my book is launched, in case you want to be notified. Okay, so that they can buy your book. The second landing page is for your readers magnet, so that people can input their email address, and it would automatically, once they do that, part of what we're going to do is that they will automatically get sent an email with the link to your readers magnet. We'll also help you set up where your readers magnet will be. Part of what you also get is you also get a thank you page where they can download the link to their readers magnet. And if you already have a product you want to sell, you can upsell it to them on that page. So maybe what we'll just do, we're not going to make it complicated. If you want to start integrating online payments, that can be at a different fee, or maybe we'll talk more about that. We'll discuss that, but right now we can just put your bank account details and just say, oh, I have this product. Or maybe you can even I have this product is for so amount. Okay, so for the notification list, that can just be that pre-order. It all depends on what you want, but you have your domain and you have your hosting, 30k. You don't have domain and you don't have hosting, 40k. 2 landing pages, thank you pages with opportunity to upsell a product of yours, email service account provider being created for you, an account being provided on MailerLite for you. No promises, we'll try our best. MailerLite or MailChimp, the truth is you need to get approval. Something like MailerLite, they don't give approval anyhow. Even their first account, they give first 1,000 is free, but they won't even give you 1,000 immediately. They might give you 100 as the first limit, or give you 500. It depends on how well you have been able to communicate why they should find you worthy enough to use their free accounts. And MailChimp, those ones, you can create an account and they'll just cancel it and say, oh, we don't want you here again. So we're not guaranteeing anything, but we're going to try our best to create a free account or any of those ones that you can get free account on. Some other people do like 30-day free trial. It's only if you know that you want to actually pay. Like ConvertKit is also very good, but it's more of a 30-day free trial. They don't really have a free plan. So that will be all. If you have any questions, please don't forget to ask. Thank you so much for listening, and hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is another day. Ensure you stay tuned because we have something hot and sizzling for you. Okay, something that will also add value. And please finish your book this week. If you have any questions, let me know. We also have a group support option. I'm not really talking much about it because it's more of those that started, but if you feel you would still love some hand holding from me and love to have our Amazon marketing service, how to use Amazon ads to market your book and so many other bonuses, you could just contact me and I'll tell you more about the group support option. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you guys coming online, listening to what I have to say. I hope you have found value. You have questions, ask in the comments, I would answer them. Okay, so to your success and to you writing your bestseller and launching it before or by the 5th of September. Ciao. Cheers.